You who are watching this could be responsible for bringing down all private Singapore healthcare websites on 1st November. Here's what really happened and why it's not the end but the beginning. So, about 2 days after the private healthcare website disruption, their IT provider finally gave an update on what happened. They said that it was due to a DDoS attack. Now that sounds scary. It's like hackers trying to break into our healthcare system to look at PM Lee's blood sugar level. Don't be bold. Who want to know what's the HbA1c of PM Lee? Yeah, but it's different. Just watch on. So, what's a DDoS attack? Before anything, let me highlight that I'm just a blue cat on the internet. So everything is super simplified. If you want a more cheap explanation, just ask Google instead. Although no difference, I also get my info from Google. Just think of the entire server that hosts the websites of all private healthcare organizations as a buffet restaurant. Trust me, as a buffet restaurant, you must always have system to protect yourself. If not, people will come in to tapao, bring friends in, or worse, stay there the entire day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's why you always see many rules and whatnot. Like charging you $10 for 100 grams of food wastage, 90-minute makan period, limited seafood and whatnot. So imagine this guy coming in. Okay, you know he's going to eat kilograms of food, but okay he has his rights So one day he didn't just come alone. He brings in 2,000 of his crews. Okay it's fine because you actually have a system in place to avoid this. So he can enter while his crews will refuse entry. So okay, never mind, right? All these rules and whatnots, they are basically the IT defenses. And those people who try to abuse the system are hackers. Anyone who's in IT will know that the number of hackers always trying to attack is crazily high cause everything nowadays can be automated. For example, just for example only, in the last buffet you have, you just wasted 700 grams of food, right? The last attack where many clones came in is an attack called DDoS. Basically, when many clones come into a restaurant and makan everything, the buffet restaurant will run out of food within minutes. And if you are a real diner comes in, then you will have food. That also happened in the healthcare website attack. There was a DDoS attack, so there are many fake bots going into their websites, leading them to crash. Now, you realize that this attack doesn't make sense, because usually DDoS attacks have a few objectives. Like when all the food in the restaurant are gone, the restaurant will be empty as all the staff members will head to the kitchen to cook. So the hacker will go to the cash register to steal money. Or the hacker stands outside the restaurant and say, "Guys, I've destroyed the restaurant, I win." Or the hacker asks for money. If not, they will continue to do DDoS attacks and then bring down the websites. So here's the thing, so far, say that there's no evidence that they are compromised, so the hacker didn't steal anything yet. And so far, no one has claimed credit for the attack, so it doesn't seem to be attack to spread a message. And lastly, according to the Straits Times, they say that they understand no demand for ransom has been made. Now this brings us to the question, how can it happen? Because at a buffet restaurant, a system must always be in place, as there will always be countless attacks. According to the attacker somehow managed to detection. Going back to the buffet example, it's like they didn't know the clones were clones. It should be noted that DDoS attacks are increasing with Google, Amazon, and Cloudflare. Anyway, Cloudflare is a war between websites and users to stop DDoS attacks. Have all seen increase in the attacks, and they have become much more massive. But they managed to stop the attacks. And here's the thing, for this attack to happen, the attacker cannot just use one computer, because they really need to crowd the restaurant with clones, so they need to clone many people. How do they do that? Simple, through you. If your computer is infected with something, it might have just tried to access the websites without you knowing, meaning you could be part of the attack. If you think that is ridiculous, think again. The army of a DDoS attack is usually always by zombie computers, which are infected computers. Therefore, when you are free, just do a scan of your computer.